Hello everybody and what's up? Today we have different kinds of pronouns and we're gonna learn about pronouns, but we're gonna learn about the subject pronouns versus the object pronouns. What does it mean pronouns and what does it mean to have subject pronouns and object pronouns? This is what we're gonna learn together. But first, before we start, why we are learning pronouns and why we are learning like subject pronouns, object pronouns, and what is the difference between them? Actually, we are learning all of this stuff because it can help us really in our writing, in our speaking, in our talking to other people. Why? Because if you know when to use the subject pronouns and the object pronouns, then you can write nice sentences, nice stories, and you will not have any mistakes in your language, which is the thing that we want to reach together, to make our language perfect without any mistakes. What is pronouns? Pronouns means they are words that we put instead of the nouns or the names. Like what? Like for example, if I have the word or the sentence, Sally loves her family. Now Sally here is the subject. She's the one who's doing the action. So Sally loves her family. Now instead of writing Sally all the time, Sally, 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 or her family all the time, then I want to change Sally, remove it, and put something instead of the name. So I will put pronoun. So instead of Sally, since it's a girl, so I will put instead of it what? She or he? Yes, we will put she. So instead of Sally, I will put Sally loves her family. Then I will say she baked a cake for them. So she here, I removed Sally, the name, and I put a pronoun, which is she. And I removed the family here, and I put a pronoun for the family, which is a group of people, and I put them instead. So that will make our writing, it will be simpler, and it will be more smoothie. It will make our writing and our speaking more easy when we speak or write. Before we dive in deep, let's learn first about the singular and plural pronouns. We have two things of pronouns, singular and plural, which comes with the singular names and plural names. Singular, it means to have only one person. Plural, it means to have many or more than one. Now we have pronouns that comes only with the singular, like he, she, it, her, him. They all represent what? One person. Plural here, we have also some pronouns that represent more than one or a group of people. Like what? Like they, we, us, them, you. And if you can remember, we said before that you is kind of a king. He comes with the plural and he comes with the singular also. So here we have also you and you. Why? Because sometimes, for example, the teacher is talking to you. If I want to talk to one student, so I will put you here with the singular. Also, sometimes when I say the teacher is talking to you, and by this time I mean the whole class. So here it comes with a group of people, you, and here it can come with only one person, which is you. So you, we consider it as the king of the pronouns. Okay? So let's go next and learn that today we will not only have you as the king of the pronouns, no, we will have also it. So today we have you and it as the king of the pronouns. How we can use it? Let's go and dive in deep. Actually, before we complete, we have two types of pronouns. We have subject pronouns and we have object pronouns. Subject pronouns such as I, he, she, it, we, they, you. And object pronouns such as me, him, her, them, you, it. What does that mean? I didn't understand. Let's go more and see the next picture. Subject pronoun versus object pronouns. Now in this picture, as you can see, subject pronoun is the pronouns that what they are doing the action or they are doing the verb. So they are the giver. They are the giver. They are the one who make the verb. They are the one who make the action. For example, I am eating, I am drinking, I am writing, I am drawing. So who is the one who is making the activity or making the action or making the verb? This is, we call it subject pronoun. And the subject pronoun always comes before the verb, as you can see. So before the verb, if you have any choices to choose a pronoun, you have to search for the verb and see. If we need to put a pronoun before the verb, then we have to choose from the subject pronoun. So we will choose from I, if I want to speak about myself, I. He, if I want to talk about a boy, one boy. She, if I want to talk about one girl. It, if I want to talk about a thing or an animal. They, we want to talk about a group of people. We, if a group of people talking about themselves. These are all the subject pronouns which comes before the verb and talking about themselves. Okay? We have, on the other hand, object pronoun. What does it mean, object pronoun? They are the receiver. They are the one who receive the verb. They are the one who receive the action. So they come usually after what? After the verb, because they are receiving the verb. So what kind of pronouns we have? We have, for example, your, me, him, her, them, and us. Okay? So we have, these are the pronouns that comes as what? As object pronoun. Me instead of I, him instead of he, her instead of she, them instead of they, and us instead of we. Excellent job. And it and you here, they come with the both subject and object pronoun. Like what? Let's have some example in that in the next slide. Now, examples for the subject pronouns. Subject pronouns such as I went to school. Who's the one who went to school? It's me. So I'm talking about myself, so I will use I. But in the other hand, if I am the one who's taken something from somebody, I will say, give it to me. Give it to me. So me here is the what? The pronoun who's taken the what? The action. So me here is object pronoun. On the other hand, we have he for a boy or one person who is a male. He bought some food. Who is doing the action? He. So we put it before the verb. Now, on the other hand, Jack brought him a cat. So who brought for him? Jack, he brought for him. So him here is the one who's making the action or not? No, he is not the one who's making the action. Jack is the one who's making the action and given the action for him, which is the object pronoun. Okay? So that's why we didn't use he, but we use him. Why? Because it's the receiver. It's the one who take the action. Now, for she is what? Instead of a girl, that is singular. So I will say, she is baking a cake. She is baking a cake. Now, in the object, I will say, Sally cut her hair. Who's cutting her hair? Is Sally. So Sally here is what? Her here is the object pronoun. It is a nice gift. Now, what is the thing that I'm talking about? I'm talking about the gift. So is the verb, and before the verb we have it. So it here is the subject. Muhammad took it. Muhammad took it. Took what? He took maybe the book, he took the cat, he took something. So it here, it can come as object and it can come as subject. You see, I didn't change it. It. So it here is a king also. It can come with both pronouns, subject and object. Okay, I want you to notice that. Now, for the plural, I can say, they are asking about you. They are the people who are asking. So they are the one who's doing the action. So they are subject pronoun. But when I want to put it as object pronoun, I will say, the teacher asked about them. So them here is the one who received the action. So it's a what? It's an object pronoun. Now, the last one we have is, you are a nice person. You are a nice person. I am talking to one person here. He's in front of me. It's a one person. So I'm talking to, you are a nice person. Are here is the verb and you is the one who is what? Who is doing the action, or I'm talking about him. Now, on the other hand, in the object, I will say, the teacher is talking to you. Where's the verb? The verb is talking. So she's talking to who? She's talking to you. You here can come as object also. So as you can see, it and you, they are the kings of the pronouns right here, because they can come with both subject and object. Okay, let's take some exercise on that, shall we? Yes, open your page on the page, open your books on the page 427 in your notebook. In your notebook, as you can see, we have here the rule of the pronouns. Okay, and then we have some exercise on it. Let's see the exercise together. Underline the pronoun between the brackets that can take the place of the underlined word or words. Now we have here a sentence, and then we have a name. Under the name they will put a line for you, and then he put for you two pronouns that you have to choose the best one. Now to finish this exercise, you have to think about the name right here. Is it singular or is it plural? If it's singular, we will use the singular pronouns. If it's plural, we will use the plural pronouns. And then you're gonna search for the verb. If it's the pronoun before the verb, then I will use what? Yes, subject pronouns. But if it comes after the verb, I will use what? Yes, I will use the object pronouns. Excellent. So let's see now the first one. Number 1. Where did you get cheese? Doris asked. Now we have the word Doris. Doris here, is it a girl? Is it one or more than one? Is it singular or plural? Yes, it's singular. Then I will choose a singular pronoun. Okay. Doris here, it comes before the verb or after the verb? Let's see the sentence together. Where did you get cheese? This is the first sentence, and then Doris, I think it's the name of a girl, asked. Where's the verb? Yes, the verb is asked. Now, they want to put a pronoun instead of Doris. So Doris comes before the verb or after the verb? Yes, it comes before the verb. So since it's before the verb, is it subject or pronoun or object? Yes, it is subject. So I will use one of the subject pronouns, and it is singular, it is girl. So I will use she or they? Yes, I will use she. Excellent. Okay, number 2. I want you to do it by yourself. Let's try. I bought the cheese, Morris said. Now we have the word, the cheese. Okay, I bought the cheese. Let's see. The cheese here, it comes after the verb or before the verb? I can see that it comes after the verb. Since it's after the verb, I believe it's object. Is it correct? Object or subject? Yes, it's object. So what should I use, them or it? Because it's the cheese, and sometimes it becomes singular or plural, then I can use it, because it comes with the singular and with the plural, and it comes with what? It comes with the object and with the subject, and since it's the object, so I will use it. Nice job. Number 3. Morris also gave Horace and Boris cheese. Now we have Horace and Boris. Horace and Boris, it's the name of 2 boys. Okay, is it one person or more than one? Yes, it's a plural. Excellent. Okay, does it come before the verb or after the verb? Let's see. Morris also gave Horace and Boris a cheese. The verb we have is gave. Now Horace and Boris comes before or after? Yes, it's after. So it's a what? Yes, it's an object. Excellent job. So since it's an object and it is a plural, I will use what? Her or them? Yes, I will use them. Excellent job. Number 4. Horace, Boris, and Doris thanked Morris. Now we have 3 names this time. We have Horace, Boris, and Doris. 3 names. So plural or singular? Plural. Excellent. Does it come before the verb or after the verb? Let's see. They thanked Morris. So we have the verb here, thanked. So they came before the verb. So I believe it's a what? Subject or object? Subject. Excellent. They are the one who's doing the action. So they are the one who's doing the action, so they will speak what? They are the one who's doing the action. They or us? I'm giving them something, or they are talking about themselves. So they are the one who's doing the subject. So they. Excellent job. Number 5. My friends are welcome, said Morris. Now my friends here, it's a what? Plural or singular? Plural. Excellent. Okay, and then it comes before or after? Yes, they come before the verb because are is the verb right here. So it's a subject. Since it's a subject, I will say he, it's a one boy, or you. My friends are welcome, said Morris. So I am welcome. It's a friends, it's plural, and we said you is the king who is coming with everything. with the singular and with the plural, object and subject. So I will use what? You or he? Yes, I will use you. Excellent job, excellent job. Is it easy? I hope it's easy for you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time in another lesson.